players in the the grand scheme of things. They're all Supersonic Legend players. They are more than capable of providing a match against R8, but we didn't see that from them against Gentlemates. Did they underperform by their standards against Gentlemates? Because, Mates were big favourites, but it was a real stomping.
It's a tough matchup for them. I think 5 Fears are looking to go up against the more defensive teams, which Gentlemates are not going to be. When Gentlemates play against the lower rated teams, they get in their face, they don't give them any space, they don't give them any time to play. 5 Fears have maybe got some better matchups where you're less likely to take a beating like that, but just as likely to lose, I would say. For them, they've just got to take it one game at a time, try to stay positive, no hesitation. They have to be confident if they're going to have any chance.
All right.
Well, let's hope that we get a competitive game here and 5 Fears can live up to what we expect they can do to put up a fight. But Abdullah has the ball early doors. Has the ball early doors for Fears. Done the job so fast. Now we're getting onto that ball, not being faked as you identified. Tekos gets taken out by Ghazi. Who are the main R8 weapons? Who's their best player? Who's their most mechanical?
Well, I think Ghazi was their best player against Falcons. I think he was the most consistent player against Falcons. But what makes this team so consistent online is that they don't need a best player. They're all able to step up. But there's the man of the moment, Ghazi. Not giving 5 Fears any time. Tekos, he's just got to do better with that ball. He centered it to the opponents. It's just an easy backboard pass for R8.
Yeah, all right, peppering the 5 Fears goal early doors, 29 seconds in. That is the calm down goal for them, because as you mentioned, they've got a little bit of pressure on themselves as well to get that first international victory. They were so close against Space Station Gaming in Paris, being reverse swept. Up a feisty matchup there. Since then, they have been struggling somewhat even against their regional opponents that they've beaten plenty of times, Falcons, over the course of the season, but it didn't look like it in that matchup that they could be.
I mean, Falcons on land, we know that they can step up. They've done so today, taking down Gentlemates. It's more of a Falcons thing, I think, than it is R8 in that regard. I think for R8, they're just trying to use every loss as a learning experience.
I'm not going to give you the combo.
This is a good start for them. Could be an even better start. Ghazi, oh my goodness, he's almost double tapped it in off the flick.
Go watch
good defense there by 5 Fears to get the clear. Like R8 are starting this one as they should. Going for the outplays.
Yeah, feeling confident, looking like they believe they can take this one. Guns can't quite get the touch there into the centre. Ghazi gets a couple of touches. Your star man that you identified, he certainly looked comfortable in the Esports World Cup stage. And credit to 5 Fears, after going a goal behind, they've managed to steady the ship somewhat as
that's nice.
Mohamed tries to take out Snow, but can't get anywhere near him, actually. It's nice from Snowy, one of the more experienced players in this entire competition.
Oh, he really is the OG for South Africa. He's been in the scene since the very beginning. He's one of the first players to start making regular trips over to Europe just to play on a better ranked server. It's one of the main disadvantages for the emerging regions is the ranked servers are less active and less competitive. But he's still here years later, and what I liked about the defensive sequence he had moments ago is he controlled the ball, got it past one, 50-50'd it with another. That's what they need to be doing. They can't be giving the ball away like they did for the first goal. Got to keep control.
Ooh, it's a little bit slow from Tekos. He waited, he didn't rush into it. I was about to say good decision because the flip reset was slow, and then for some reason he still didn't go. Oh, he was sideways. That's why, and that makes it so much more difficult.
Yeah, the ball, so that's just not going to work. Got to be facing the ball in defense if you're going to have any chance of closing the angle the attacker's got. Almost half the game gone. Almost half the game for R8 to work with. Double tap off the post attempted there from Mohamed, the equal youngest player at the tournament. Oh, and he's cut back in here. Crossbar denies what would have been a third goal. 5 Fears are in survival mode. It's a horrible matchup for them here against a mechanical team from MENA. 3-0 inside halftime.
It's definitely going to be fun for 5 Fears, and it's looking like all their nightmares are coming true. Ghazi is feeling more and more comfortable right now. Abdullah with the assist. 3 goals, halfway. On the score sheet. But we'll see. More defending needed first. No, he is getting around that 1-1. That's a good clearance.
Had to be to the teammate though, they're just rushing the touch a little bit there. Tekos had the option of finding a teammate, he couldn't get there. Just got to show a little bit more composure. I did talk about earlier on the need to play quickly, no hesitation, but at the same time, when you've got a free touch, that's where you just have to pick the spot and make the right move with it. So those opportunities are going to be pretty limited for 5 Fears.
Tekos to the 50-50 against Abdullah and comes out of it well. And he's got boost to play with as well, but Ghazi and Mohammed on the back wall. That is a lovely touch. And Guns, did you say that was his first ever Esports World Cup goal?
It is. Guns opens his kitty for the goals. And this is a relevant goal as well. There's still plenty of time to work with. 5 Fears, I hope they've been doing their homework with the kickoffs. That's a big chance for them to pull some tricks on R8. They've gone for a fake, looking to get it off to the right side of the pitch, but despite the fact that it's almost worked, looks like R8 are going to stabilize.
Chance in for Snowy, if he can get it over the top of Mohammed, nearly there.
Okay.
For a second, which is falling temptingly.
Ghazi,
Be careful they don't overcommit here. They do have half a sniff at this first game. If they can get on the score sheet soon, they're definitely up the pace and they're dealing a bit better with R8 for now. But that clearance is all the way over the top of Guns. The chance here for the pitch. Is it going to fall to Abdullah? Yes, it is, and that's 4-1.
That's so smart from Ghazi. He knew that the defender was in the area, so he didn't try to score this. He just forces it through, just a 50-50 on the wall. Abdullah follows up with another one. For Guns, just needed a little bit of help in defense there. 5 Fears starting a bit too slow in game 1. Now they've realized the pace that R8 are playing with. Even then, it's one thing to
how did he score that one?
There. Abdullah area, so he didn't try to score this. He just forces it through, just a 50-50 on the wall.
They're going to be trying to make a statement here as well after their loss earlier against Falcons. Remind their opponent. So here comes Mohammed. Met in the air. Abdullah charging forward and then Snowy into the corner. They get some decent touch on the ball, 5 Fears. Do they have the boost control to really damage R8? Do they have the ingenuity to break through? This could be the moment. There's 2 goals there. Guns again. He can't stop scoring. He's a London bus.
And he's got the reset just in case. Just getting a flip reset, but obviously he's just trying to knock the ball down there using the underside of the car.
The EWC
drop the ball into the net. And you know, they can definitely cause some damage to this R8 lineup. Team that, like we keep talking about, giving Falcons so much trouble in the MENA region. Nice. They've been very competitive with
here.
Twisted Mind Stallions as well. They've been beating them for the most part. Definitely improving
back to
online
Abdullah gets a quick touch.
In this calendar year. Looks like it's not going to be threatened in this match though. Or is it Tekos? Again, he's just not found the right angle there. That's going to be game. R8 not as comfortable as they would have liked, but they will still get the game 1 win.
Yeah, it's a nice idea for the pass first though. A slight reprieve from booming the ball. And that is going to be R8 getting their first game. Looking comfortable enough doing so as well, but a couple of goals for 5 Fears, so they've achieved their first target. Of course, the reward for this, a nice matchup in the lower bracket, a nice easy way to sail through to the playoffs. A little team called Carmine Corp await whoever takes this one, so that's something to look forward to for the victor.
Well, you know, with how Carmine Corp did play today, they do look vulnerable. The EWC defending champions, the most recent international LAN winners in Rocket League. They don't look like they, well, at least today, you know, maybe just the tournament in general, they don't look like themselves, and things could change day to day, but that is definitely an interesting match. R8 against Carmine Corp. It is, you know, a match where they're obviously underdogs, but you know, maybe there's never a better time to play KC than when they've just been dropped to the lower bracket by Space Station.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, I always see the playoffs as a hard reset in players' mentality.
Yeah.
You know, the amount of times you sort of see, I guess in the RLCS I'd say Championship Sunday. Yeah. It's where if a team struggled through, but they make Championship Sunday and they're a brand new position, suddenly they're amazing again. For KC, if they can get into those playoffs, then I'd expect them in the quarterfinals, the clean start for everything, to be dominant and terrifying again. But when they're in the lower bracket semi-finals, there's been a lot of upsets in lower brackets over the years in Rocket League, and there may well be one more, but we're jumping ahead of ourselves because we're only on Forbidden Temple here in this lower bracket quarterfinals. Skazi goes for an early shot. Can't quite get the angle. What a start that would have been.
Nice selection again on the play by Ghazi. He's been the best player for the team so far this tournament. Looking to dance his way through the defenders here. It's a solid challenge at the hands of 5 Fears. Guns following up Snowy's 50. He's going to try to play after this one with the reset. Again, 5 Fears are getting the ball upfield now. They're not stuck in defense like they were at the start of game 1.
Yeah, game 1, it was dominance from R8 right from the beginning. They scored after 20 seconds or so and carried on going, but this time 5 Fears are certainly in this one. They're getting boost. They're sending the ball left and right instead of back towards their own goal, but they have to get these reads on players like Abdullah. Guns done just that and kept some boost for himself as well. It's a 50-50 as far as Mohammed is concerned. Are they able to do anything with the ball? Oh, no, that one's able to hit the post, and Ghazi's not there. I thought he was, but he was actually halfway down the pitch.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, chance again. All right, are cooking, but so far 5 Fears are keeping them out.
Well, 5 Fears have actually got good boost totals here, so they should be able to get out of defense if they could just get any touch on the ball, but it's going side to side with R8 in control. Now here comes the counter. While they do this, you know, their goal shouldn't just be to get the goal. You know, it's not always just counter-attack goal. You see this from all the top teams in the world. They're more patient. They're willing to advance the ball, you know, gain boost control in the midfield, and then look for the goal later. But you know, with all this defending to do, it's easy to forget that, and you know, you get so few chances to get the ball upfield. Once you get it there, you panic. You think, okay, we've got to score right now. This could be a chance. Guns hits the post. Snowy has to sit deep here as Abdullah's got the ball on top of it. Great defense by Snowy, dodges the bump from Mohammed and makes the save.
Yeah, a few really nice moments there from 5 Fears. The infield pass was a nice one. The chance, it wasn't snatched that, it was a good effort. Then that block from Snowy showing all of his experience, not to be swiped away and get the save. And now Tekos has passed the ball again a couple of times. We have seen 5 Fears find each other on that halfway line. Not quite got the shooting boots on from there just yet, though they did score for 2 in the first game. But in the second one, 5 Fears beginning to get more even
mac
here.
and cheese, bro.
You know, this is why it's so good to have
get mac and cheese.
all of the regions represented at these international lands. You know, this is a great chance for 5 Fears to get a quality win on the board. They're up against it here. They're really having to do some defending, getting a little bit of help from the upright at times.
Nice quick touch.
But they're holding even for now. It's a solid team from Mina. Surely that's got to change at some point. There's only so long they can defend for. Snowy's got no boost. Guns is just running on fumes. And Abdullah punishes them with the tight angle shot.
I like it.
What a finish that is from Abdullah.
I like the little reset.
Guns
and then,
had no
like,
boost. Abdullah sensed it. Maybe you could have shot straight away, but when you can get an angle like that from a flip reset, you have to do it. That's exactly what he did. But what I would say, Johnny, is that 5 Fears are making R8 show their quality.
They are.
These aren't gimme goals at all.
Yeah, you know, we've seen stranger things happen. Thinking in particular, when you're talking about the biggest underdog stories in Rock League history, I'm thinking Oman against USA at FIFA E, where they went 4 or 5 minutes overtime in game 1. Nobody saw that one coming. That's the kind of thing that you're hoping to see from 5 Fears. It hasn't panned out that way in the second half of the game here. You know, those double commits are inexcusable. You can't make that mistake. You need to spread out in defense, and that goes to show you, you know, how quickly things can change. One big play from Abdullah, one misplay from 5 Fears, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, it's the problem with having to defend the entire time. Eventually, you might make a double commit, and it's going to be punished by a team like R8, and that's a mistake from Guns as well. Look out for him.
Well, initially, he didn't mean to drive past the ball, but he got bumped back into position for it.
It's like take 2. Let's give it another go. Here is Tekos trying to make sure Abdullah squeeze another one past them. He did what you said to avoid, avoided doing what you said to avoid at the start of game 1, Johnny, not getting faked.
Yeah, you can't get faked in these matchups, even if it is scary. Abdullah makes it 3, though. All right, full credit to them. They have just so recently kept the pressure on. Ghazi bumping away the defender. Snowy can't react to a shot from that range. 5 Fears, they knew they were up against it coming into this, but I think they were probably hoping that R8 would show up nervous like they did yesterday, and not just be so consistent like they've been.
Yeah, scoring after 20 seconds certainly takes away some of those nerves, as R8 did. Here comes Snowy, though, trying to make sure they score in both games after going 3 goals behind. Not able to do so on that occasion as Ghazi goes forward. Ghazi is like a bit of a star on this R8 roster. Certainly seems to have it all as a Rocket League player. He's got the mechanics, got the pace. Decision making's not bad either. The team behind him helping him out every step of the way. Here is Mohammed. Up towards Abdullah. Ghazi decides to go away from the ball. Now he comes in, Mohammed. It's a good clearance from 5 Fears. They're certainly getting their defensive training right now, but when buzzers like that fly in, it gets more and more difficult, and that's number 4.
Abdullah hat trick.
I like the post.
Ghazi up to pre-jumping Abdullah, back down to Ghazi. Abdullah beats the defender to the second ball, 4-0.
Yeah.
We had this similar scenario in the first game. The difference is R8 have tightened up the defense a little bit. They've not given 5 Fears those outlets they were able to capitalize on in the last game.
Ooh, touch.
That's a nice touch. Is there going to be a follow-up? Yes, there is. Oh, it's off the post, though. Snowy was looking for the post and in. Unfortunately gets post and out.
Oh, Snowy, that was a real chance. Could have got the angle there, got to take those opportunities. Will they get one more towards the end of game number 2? Snowy fakes out Mohammed very well.
I love the patience.
Ghazi, though, is helped out
Guns up the
by
ceiling.
Abdullah. Does that chance come to nothing in the end? I think it does, yeah. I think there's a couple of
Back
RA players
up.
defending now, and 5 Fears, despite going left to right, the lateral plays aren't going to be enough to get past RA. It's looking like this one will finish 4-0. Maybe there'll be a 5th one for the road, but RA dominant again, as expected. 5 Fears made them work, but in the end, RA had a little bit too much. Game 2 belongs to them.
I mean, when we see how quickly R8 are playing, how confidently they're playing, this is just not a team that 5 Fears can beat. They need R8 to slow down. They need him to start making mistakes. R8 have been themselves, and it's great to see, because those of you who do watch Middle East Rocket League online will know that this team are at Falcons, they're at Twisted Minds level online. It's on LAN where they lack experience. That's where they've struggled to show the same level as their regional rivals. But if they can play like this, if they can play quickly, mechanically, if they can play with consistency that they've shown, these guys are seriously a threat to anyone they play, and unfortunately for 5 Fears, that's just put them out of reach. You need a team who are misplaying if you're going to punch up like TSM did against NRG.
800 points there for Abdullah, and even though this is quote-unquote only against 5 Fears, it's a game that they probably win 99 times out of 100. How much will getting an international series win in any way be a monkey off their back?
I think it's quality regardless. I think you just got to take what you get. I mean, R8, looking at it from their POV, they said it themselves, you know, this is a must-win. We've got the last chance. You know, you can't afford any more losses. No more excuses. It's not a gentle race you're up against. There's literally no excuse for them to lose this one. For the first time in international LAN setting for them, they're the heavy favorites. And so far they are delivering as they were expected to.
Oh wait, no, never mind.
You know, as for
Active guns
5 Fears, they've shown moments where we're thinking this is good defense, this is good midfield play, good offense. It's just sporadic, and it's
for a bomb.
not going to be enough. Now. It's not sufficient to take down
maybe
the quality that R8 have.
Well, 5 Fears, your key is on the line.
Back to Snowy.
That crusher is warming up right now. And R8 might be about to deliver the finishing blow to our entrance from Sub-Saharan Africa. But once again, 5 Fears survived the opening 30 seconds or so, and they've turned Game 3 into a game of Rocket League. Guns sends that one on target. First shot on target for him in this game. Wow, guys with a big set. What a catch that was. Didn't quite work out, but showing some real ingenuity here, R8.
Yeah, they're fully sending it now. I think they've got the 2-game advantage. They're feeling confident. Oh, not on the same page there, though. Mohammed's recovery will bail them out of a potentially dangerous situation. The difference for me between Game 1 and 2, 5 Fears were getting the ball forward in Game 1. Game 2, not the case. R8 had every single member of their team in 5 Fears lap 45% of the game. That's not normal in Rocket League. Usually you're rotating back more. Even when you're in offense, you're usually rotating back to your half every now and then. R8 managed to get the highest offensive line that we've seen.
Abdullah, thought that ball was falling for him for a second, but it wasn't to be. Lovely bump there from Ghazi, but Guns is in there quick, and we have seen 5 Fears catch up with the pace of R8. It's not too much difference between the two of them, but when you get next like
another
that,
reset, and that's a goal. Nice,
what can you do?
Oh, look where the ball started.
Dude, I want to see
it's
that
at the curve next to the ceiling.
Crazy, dude.
No problem. Double reset, bar down. 1-0.
Yes,
yeah, you just cannot give these guys the time to get their reset. You know, when they want, you've got to force them to get it at an inconvenient time, or you're in big trouble. Abdullah with another tight angle. Gets the post with it, but that was just barely off target. R8 are just looking more and more confident as time goes on. I think the window for 5 Fears is just getting smaller and smaller, if not closed already, to its fullest.
Yeah, when your opponents are scoring goals like that one, they're starting to style on you. R8 naturally will have one eye towards Carmine Corp right now and be wanting to make a statement against them. If KC give them any space on the pitch, then they're going to be in trouble as that one slams into Guns. They'll say that he had the challenge read, but it's a little bit sketchy. Ghazi's bumped out of the way, and Mohamed forces that one up. So it's a 50-50, lots of quick fire touches. These players following the ball incredibly closely right now as Ghazi loses out on that one. Guns is already up, trying to get a touch on the ball from Mohamed, but he's too quick. 5 Fears getting some decent clearances on it though. Chance to shoot, hits the post again. A couple of post hits have killed 5 Fears here.
It's a great try though. Now reset double off the corner by Tekos. It's guided clear by Ghazi. It's a good passage of play there for 5 Fears. That would have been an equalizer had he hit the target. Again, you have to highlight, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves and think about the next round for R8. They definitely don't either, because 5 Fears still have some potential here to threaten them. But Karmi Corp have got that extra pressure on them. They need points in Rocket League if they're going to move up in that club championship standings. That's something that R8 could maybe capitalize on. You can clearly see this is not a team you can take lightly. When they're on, they are tough to stop.
Nice
5 Fears have unfortunately found here.
Guns misses his second touch, so Mohamed is in again against Snowing. Will he steal this boost? No, he won't. Take us with an all-important boost grab. Guns racing to win that one, and we are seeing 5 Fears win plenty of balls.
Yes, good beat consecutively by 5 Fears. Guns trying to surprise them, cutting in at angles they're not expecting. R8 do spread out quite well. It's one thing they have over the regional rivals. Oh, back pass. Mohamed didn't know much about that one. As he gets it back towards Ghazi. Again, great pressure by 5 Fears. Using bumps, even shrugging off a bump there, Tekos. Just trying to get anything going. But R8 have layered their challenges, they've layered the defense exceptionally well.
Yeah, R8 have held firm, whereas 5 Fears have had a few chances. Another demo comes in. 5 Fears definitely changed their style of approach. All out now in attack. Let's get this ball as much as possible. Tekos has to dive in. Does he know he waits? Tracks and eventually goes up against Ghazi. Abdullah isn't bumped away by Snowy, and Tekos has a chance, going to get the hook shot. He goes for the shot, and the bump's just about dodged by Mohamed. What a goal that would have been.
What a save by Mohamed. I love the trust there from 5 Fears, just firing the shot at the goalie, trusting her teammate to get the bump. It didn't work, but that shows that they are communicating. It shows that they're trusting each other, and they are going for the comeback here. Can they get the last?
Whoa. What's that?
I just built a budgeting app with Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Are they able to do so?
It's got to be now. We're going to have quad match
Snowy.
point. It might be now. Snowy denied in the goal line by Abdullah. Guns looking for
Back to
Tekos in the middle. He keeps it up to Snowy. Denied again on the goal line, but the ball's still in the air.
Wait, hold on.
They keep on going. Snowy into the corner. Tekos tries to get the shot, but it's saved away, and there will be 3 match points for R8.
Had to do some defending at the end there. Good goal line defense by R8. They needed 8 saves that game to keep 5 Fears at bay. Easily the best that we've seen from 5 Fears. They were able to outshoot R8. 9 shots to 7. That's not something you see very often. And it might sound like we're really trying to, stretch, look for a win anywhere, but these are metrics we talk about in any Rocket League matchup. The shot differential, heroic saves being forced. These are real scoring chances that 5 Fears have had. You just wonder, had R8 been nervous like they were yesterday?
What a dodge.
Could 5 Fears have caused some problems here? This was like game 1 and you just edge it out. This is what you need as an emerging region. APAC have waited years for this. And it's finally happened, this event, TSM taking down NRG. How many times have we seen APAC come up to LAN and just be disappointed over and over again? They kept going, they kept working at it, they kept building, and eventually they get the big win. That's what SSA are looking for. They just need the right combination of players, the right vibe on a week. You never know, there's sometimes bad days, bad weeks, good weeks. Eventually the chips are going to fall in the right order for this region, and it will be special when they do.
Don't forget as well that APAC were in RLCS majors before Sub-Saharan Africa were as well, so they have had more experience, they have had more opportunities, and it's finally happened. That incredible win against NRG yesterday. 5 Fears will take a game right now.
Absolutely.
Take back from to South Africa.
I think they could have had that one. As well as having more shots than R8, they also had the ball in R8's end of the pitch for 58% of the game.
Okay, guys.
First sign that 5 Fears have had not just the shot advantage, but also the territory advantage in a game. And it's come while they're 2-0 down in a series. So credit to them for staying in this one mentally. It's easy to get, you know, completely just depressed about the situation. You've lost 6 games in a row at the tournament. That's not what these guys are about. They're just taking every game as it comes, looking for the first win.
Now the question becomes, do they have yet another gear? Because they are catching up to R8, but R8 certainly can improve themselves. So 5 Fears will have to improve even more as Snowy catches this one nicely, changes the speed of attack again. Instead of booming the ball, keeps it close to himself and keeps it low as well. So different ideas here for 5 Fears, and they are moving forwards. And again, in this game, they've made it pretty even so far.
Oh, careful.
Yeah, have to be very careful right now, R8. I just wonder if
nice cut.
this one is flicked over by Mohammed, who then hits the post, and then takes it away from his teammate Abdullah as well.
Mohammed might have taken that one away from Abdullah. Now Ghazi's missed a wave dash. This is the first signs of R8 squandering opportunities, and I wonder, has that sequence of pressure that 5 Fears put on them got R8 doubting themselves at all? As another back pass goes through for R8. I don't know how much they know about these. They are working out. These are wayward touches from R8. I don't think they've meant a lot of these ones. This one's great from Ghazi.
Nice,
But in the build-up, I think that was a bit random for them. Abdullah goes more sideways than anything with his ground-to-air dribble.
All I remember, Johnny, is the ceiling hammer as the play-by-play goal. What a finish that was from Ghazi in the end. But 5 Fears have been catching up. They've got this kickoff as well. Control from it. It was risky there from R8. Tekos to the backboard. Abdullah is there waiting. And 5 Fears actually outpaced R8 in the last game. So they certainly have the capabilities to break through them and play them at their own game. Just every now and then the ball touch a little bit simple from Snowy there. Could have done more, could have got more angle. Yeah. Instead went straight to the goalkeeper.
Well, you know, we used to talk about the extra pressure on MENA, because they would always only have one team at every international event they played at. And that team would have the extra pressure of performing, not just on their own behalf, but on behalf of their entire region. Well, that pressure is still very much there for not just Sub-Saharan Africa, but also APAC. If you play badly, your whole region plays badly. OCE as well this tournament. If you have a bad week, the whole region looks bad. So that's extra pressure that MENA and R8 don't need to put up with anymore, because when the teams have performed, they've earned more spots at these tournaments. It really does put a lot on the shoulders of these teams. The whole region watching back home, waiting. We've got to do it. Get the win that everybody's watching and waiting for.
Mohammed watches that one go into the corner, and Snowy is there waiting. Again, not rushing into the ball, and gets past the R8 player. Tees up Tekos. Lovely play right now from 5 Fears. Tekos could have got a decent challenge there. They might have been in. Just waiting for that one final pass, that one final 50-50. Isn't quite happening for 5 Fears. Haven't scored a goal since the first game. Oh my God, Snowy. Well,
they might
maybe
have
now
gone goal, never mind.
They really want another goal.
Well, he got rid of that one. A little bit of a clown fiesta, but they recovered before R8 could punish them. I have liked Snowy's ability to move the ball out of back corners today. I think he's done a great job slowing down the play, controlling it. Is that going in?
No, not quite.
It's off the post. R8, we're not ready for that one. Guns with a reset. Snowy a little bit under the ball, but he will control this. Just going to try and offload it with a 50, but it's gone away from him. Final minute of game 4 is rapidly approaching. Will it be the final minute of 5 Fears and Sub-Saharan Africa's tournament?
They've definitely got one more goal in them. So that R8 will let them have it as Ghazi comes forward, goes to the ceiling. Tekos forces it out wide, and Snowy can get this catch. Keeps it low again because he's got no boost this time. I don't think he got the 100 boost in the middle either, so he's desperately searching for some. So he's trying challenging on the floor, trying to rush Ghazi, but Ghazi is not to be rushed. Tekos goes sideways. 5 Fears need to build up from the back right here. This one goes into the center. Tekos waiting, playing in front of the ball, hoping that somehow Snowy can get it to him. Needs to get a pinch here, needs to change the pace until his clearance is good enough.
This is it now for 5 Fears. They are back in offense. Just 30 seconds to work with though. You have to be clinical in these moments again. So he's just looking to control the ball of defense. Gets a nice bump. Tekos following up quickly, but R8 have got everybody back. The respected 5 Fears capabilities in this last sequence.
Hitting each other's way, but it falls to Snowy in the end. Ghazi gets a close eye on Snowy the whole time. The South African couldn't quite break through. Tekos is there. Was going to fall to Tekos again. He got the boost earlier, but it's central.
It's just
he
too
wants to
obvious.
get more angle.
Yeah, it's just too obvious there. Has to be better. It's not good enough for 5 Fears. R8 do
That was
what
good.
they needed to do, and they'll face Carmine Corp tomorrow.
All right, their first ever
Bro, I got one viewer one
international LAN win. What will that do for their mentality going forward in this tournament? Carmine Corp await. It does not get any easier at all. But they have done enough. Based on what you've been watching from Mina this season, how good was that compared to their online ceiling?
That's much closer, but you never know because they're up against opposition they're supposed to beat. But if they can come in with that level of confidence, the consistency with their touches, their mechanical plays, and avoid the misplays we saw early on in the series against Falcons, these guys are a threat to KC. KC got swept today into the lower bracket. They need to be seriously careful against R8, who are a very mechanical team. They've got so much potential. If they can get confidence as well, that's really all they're lacking, then I think that they will be a real threat for anyone in the competition.
They'll have to lean on each other as well, because when they do face Carmine Corp, they will have this crowd again. Well, I say that, they might have some Vitality and Gentlemates fans rooting for them for the big upset.
Minds.
That's true.
The Blue Wall do unite everybody else against them.
They have a habit of doing that. It's very impressive. But they will have many fans that are against them, so it'll be something different today, where most of the people watching on for this matchup were fairly neutral. But I'm looking forward to seeing how they deal with that pressure. We have got an interview with Ghazi, and what a player he is.
And we have our
Oh,
last winners
dang,
of the
dude.
day. All right, congratulations, Mabrok
EWC.
Ghazi. Congratulations on this win and on surviving another round. I wanted to know how
Aw,
proud
dude.
you are of representing your region,
That
the
was
MENA
the
region.
last matchup, dude. I want to watch Foot versus SR. Whatever. It's fine.
It makes me feel bodacious.
It makes me feel.
So how about you?
Imran. It makes me feel.
Wait, how about you? Just
Bro, I'm not playing controller, dude.
Come on, why? Because you suck.
Because I'm already better in Nintendo Switch.
You just tried it in college.
Foot Esports. Fury versus NRG. Boba Casino. TikTok. Vira card.
Luckily, finally added top 10, top 100 titles. Oh my god, 7 seconds ago, no views by retails. Oh my god, no. Like Boba Casanova. Like Benson eats the bone.
Benson eats the bone.
Benson eats the bone. I'm boning.
Boba Casanova.
Want a spread cranberry?
On a Sprite cranberry. Boba Casanova. Gibbity bop zop. Rop. Okay. Esports World Cup. Non-standard soccer. What the heck is non-standard soccer? Alright, let's actually lock in. Where's the goal light, goal explosion? Goals. Sierra. Alright. Love. Passing it to me, and I got a hook shot. How much you know from? This one? That's good. What I say? On strike, right hander. Give me the touch. And then back here. Then I get a punch. Yeah. Yeah. I just had one. Here. Right hander. The answer is Sierra, touch, goal. Let's go. Come on. Come on, guys. The answer is clear. They just need to shoot it on target. Maybe for you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The road is correct. Back here. Touch. Back to Sierra, yeah. Gosh, darn it, dude. Back to last part. good if I did it. Oh, that would have been good if I hit it on crossbar and then down. Oh, come on, dude. Those are good guys. Blah blah blah. Monster. Monster. Monster for puppet. Way back up. Back tubes here. That's a quick play. To the right side. Nice, dude. Come on. Oh, come on. We need like a little like reaction. There's a power in what you do. GG, easy. Random kids that I don't know. Come on. I'm about to make my own rap bar out of this. You just got beaten up by the best people on planet Earth right now. Okay, now we need to find a planet. Ooh, promise to my son that you're going to give me 3 Robux. And now that you haven't held that promise, I will not give you 3 Robux. Biggest betrayal of all time. The biggest betrayal of all time. It's here. And he flicks it over there. Ice faster, not structure. High school. Now they'll have lost the match, and now it's a win for me. Win by me, because I'm the GOAT. Sure. Let's see what other players we got. Better get a Kazaro here. Shoot off. Alright, back to me now. Oh.
Yeah! Puppy! Hot dog, diggity dog.
Hot dog, diggity dog. Oh. Stop us. I don't like that. Take that. Take that. Go away. Right. We're just ooh. Yes, sir. Freaking go. Come on. Up. That's it. It's good. Way back here. Little bump. Little wolf. Come on. Nice. Nice one. Okay. 5. That Jacob. Good touch up there. That's a reset. Touch. Again. That's not easy. I'm gonna both touch. That's not easy. That's touch. But touch. Ah. Come on. Ah, ha 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 ha. Welcome to the game. Boom, 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 boom. RGG's.